All right. Looks like Manchester United are obviously trying to find a new striker. They're trying to buy players, anyone they can afford. They're going after Bryan Mbeumo, obviously, of Brentford currently. Striker, 20 goals last season in all competitions. They're trying to pay 65 plus 5, so 70 million pounds for this player. Do you want to guess how tall Bryan Mbeumo is? Without looking down at your phone?
Without looking, he seems a little stockier of a guy. I mean, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say 5'9".
He's 5'7".
Okay,
that's a striker at 5'7".
I mean, there have been some
to lead the line though.
Sergio Aguero, also shorter striker.
Sure. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it.
No.
I'm just saying he's 25 years old, 20 goals in a season with Brentford. I guess you're assuming you brought him on a better team. Or Manchester United. Maybe he'll score more. What are your thoughts on this? Is this the right type of player Manchester United should be going for? Or are they hamstrung?
It feels like, what he was able to do at Brentford is he's one of those players that you're like, oh, should he be on a different team? Like Brentford doesn't feel like for the level of production that he provides, it feels like he could be at a quote unquote bigger club. Manchester United feels like, whoa, that if we're still thinking of Manchester United, the lore, it feels like maybe that necessarily isn't the place. But the reality is Manchester United are where they are. They're not playing in the European competitions. They were pretty abysmal in the Premier League. Maybe this is the right player and the right price to at least incrementally get back to where they were. But Mbeumo's a good player. I mean, he's productive and he's dangerous. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, he's a very good player, but I guess it's the valuation. You have to. We have to realize that every season, right? And every offseason, every second transfer window, every summer transfer window, values just go up, right? If Madueke costs 50 million, it makes sense that someone who scored 20 goals in the Prem, which is not easy. By the way, all 20 goals were scored in the Prem. He didn't score any in the FA Cup or any in the Carabao Cup last season. That's still that's a really good Premier League player. I guess the difficulty for me in seeing that is that the Premier League does this where there's a Premier League tax, even amongst their own players. If you were to pluck him out and say, try to offer him to a Bundesliga team, a La Liga team, or a Ligue 1 or Serie A, ain't no one coming anywhere near close to 90 million pounds. I don't know exactly the valuation. No one's coming. No, I'm sorry, 90 million euros. No one's coming close to that, anywhere near it.
Of course not.
But Manchester United are being almost forced because of the English tax, because they know they have a need to pay this for a player who may very well be a very good Premier League player, but not necessarily the player they need to get to the next echelon.
Well, this is like the negative of becoming effectively becoming the top league in the world. I mean, you have the most money, and all the other leagues know that you have the most money.
Yeah, this is your own league.
Yeah, but even still, they all know how much money they get from the TV contracts and everything. Yeah. So they're all it's what is it called? Inflation something, like when somebody gets a higher paying job, then they end up spending more money than they were used to spending. So all the other Premier Leagues are all in this kind of situation. They have to compete with each other. And if they are transferring players within the league, the price is going to be expensive because everybody sort of has high costs. The players cost a lot of money. The expenses are high. And Manchester United are as much, they really needed to win that Europa League, right? Yeah. Because they would have made a big difference. But this is, the weirder thing to me is that this is apparently the third bid that Manchester United have had to make to Brentford.
They're seriously going after him.
They're seriously going after him, and they can't come to terms with the club. And I think the player, all the terms with the player are all agreed on. But it's such a why does Manchester United have to fight so hard to just get a player from Brentford? I mean, with all due respect,
especially when you spent 85 million on a player that ain't doing it. Now you're going to spend 70 million,
right?
This has to hit,
and it's clear it has to be something where Amram is like, we have to get this guy. This guy is going to help the team. Otherwise, they wouldn't invest that kind of money. But with all the conversations about the just where the club is financially,
How many staff members have been sacked? Or
Sure, and
fired or laid off or made
I've
redundant?
heard like Ratcliffe is like almost done. He might leave or something like
Yeah.
that, or maybe he's not going
He
to.
said a much richer man needs to own this club.
Right, which is just
It's ridiculous.
This is not the kind
You're
of
the richest man in England, ain't you?
this is not the kind of words you want to hear from an owner of your club. So I think Mbeumo will, because if you could do it at Brentford, you could do it at Manchester United. So that's my mindset. Obviously, there's
So
going to
Manchester United had a 20-goal scorer in their season. Does that put them back? Is that enough to put them back to their glory days, Champions League?
not even close, but
Might not be.
maybe fight for 10th.
There you go. Yeah, get top half of the table, buddy.
That'd be lovely for y'all. All right. Shout out to everybody watching on OneFootball. We are the Cooligans. If you enjoyed this, you can subscribe to our channel as well on Yahoo Sports.
Somewhere like right around
the
here.
link is in the description down there. So we'll see you over there. Head over there. Go there right now.